here. Today I'm going to show you how to make the best chocolate espresso tart you've ever had, and no, I'm not exaggerating. It's going to be all raw, it's 2 steps, and so worth making. So we're going to start by making the crust first. It's going to be a cup of walnuts, and these are a really great healthy fat, which is why we're using them in the recipe today. From there, we're going to use half a cup of pitted medjool dates. Then just a little pinch of salt, and this is actually going to bring the sweetness out from the dates. We have 2 tablespoons of cacao powder, and yes, I said it correctly, cacao powder is the less processed version of cocoa powder. And then just a little touch of cinnamon, and it's just good for your metabolism. That's the only reason we're adding it. Now we're going to go ahead and blend. Okay, now that this is evenly ground up, what we're going to do is just pinch it. And if it holds like it is, we're ready to press this into our pans. But I wanted to show you guys a little hack so that way you guys can have the perfect presentation every time. I'm going to be using 2 different variations of a tart pan. This one has a bottom that actually removes. The reason this matters is because I can literally take this out of the mold, like so, and it will come out looking perfect. However, if I use one of these, it means that when I serve my dessert, I'm gonna have to give them the whole tart pan, which still works, but they're gonna have to eat it with a fork, and you're gonna have a little tart pan to collect after. So, completely up to you guys. Now let's go ahead and press these into our pans. Okay, now all we're gonna do is firmly press this in. What I suggest is pressing the sides in first, so that way we can create a perfect base for the tart. And then we'll go ahead and press the center in. Okay, now that I have these all firmly pressed, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my little mess because this is made with dates, which means if this accidentally gets onto my floor, I'm gonna literally have to use a paint scraper to get it off. So I'm gonna clean this up and then we're gonna make the filling. Okay, now to make the filling, I'm gonna upgrade to my blender. The reason being is I want the smoothest and creamiest filling possible, and my blender does that for me. So, what we're gonna start with is 2 cups of soaked cashews. Now it's really important that they're soaked, otherwise you're gonna end up with a chunky filling. Okay, so let's go ahead and add that in. From there, I'm gonna add 3/4 of a cup of date paste. And date paste is just dates blended up, really simple, add a little bit of water, good to go. From there, I'm gonna add 4 tablespoons of refined coconut oil. And the reason that it's refined is we want it to taste like espresso and chocolate, not like coconut espresso and chocolate. So, refined coconut oil. Then we're gonna add 4 tablespoons of cacao powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then we're gonna finish it off with our cold brew coffee. This is 3/4 of a cup of cold brew coffee. And I'm pretty sure you guys know this, but the coffee that I use because I just don't have enough time is the Chameleon Cold Brew. No, I don't get paid to say that. I just love the brand and it's simple. So now all we're gonna do is blend all these ingredients together. Okay, I let this blend for a minute, and now look how smooth it is. Guys, that is as creamy as mousse. So now what I'm gonna do to make this simpler on myself is I'm gonna put it into a piping bag. If you don't have one, just go ahead and use a spoon to fill your tarts. Now, we are just gonna fill the tarts up. Nice even filled tart. And then what we're gonna do is set these in the freezer. Ideally, they're gonna set in the freezer for a couple hours, but I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this for us. And what we'd do once we took them out is we would top them off with coconut whipped cream. Now I wanna show you the difference of what it looks like if we've blended it versus if we've used a food processor. As you can see, this is lush and creamy. And this one, although it still tastes just as yummy, it's a little chunky. So again, if all you have is a food processor, you're still gonna get an amazing tasting dessert. But if you can step it up and use a blender, guys, presentation is gonna go sky high. So I hope you guys like this and enjoy this. And if you guys make this, be sure to hashtag us at Naturally Healthy Desserts. And next week, I'll have another great recipe for you. Thanks, guys.